Good morning everyone. We're here with the It's Worth the Drive Go Local carpool. Today we are at Zeeltegoo's and we are going to come into Zeeltegoo's Pet and People store and see Ray and Paul, the owners. So here we go. Come on in with us. There's Ray.
Hello.
Hi,
welcome
Ray.
to Zeeltegoo's.
Thank you. And there's Paul.
And our official greeter.
Oh my.
Salvatore Luciano.
Salvatore's being camera shy. Oh, there we go. Say hello.
And this is Alyssa back behind us.
Hello, Alyssa. And we are here again at Zeeltegoo's Pet and People store. So Ray, please talk about Zeeltegoo's and take us through the shop here.
Well, Zeeltegoo was a cat that we had, and Zeeltegoo had food allergies. And so in trying to find food for her, that's how we kind of established this store. We've been around since 2004, so we're in our 14th year of business. We primarily have dog and cat supplies, but we do have some small animal and bird supplies. A lot of different food. If we don't have it, we can probably order it because we order from 4 different companies every week. So probably you want to look around and see what we have.
Let's take a look. Talk about some of the brands. I know you choose your brands very carefully.
Yes. I try to carry, I have no foods with corn, wheat, soy, food colors, preservatives, or byproducts. So all the foods are all natural. We have grain-free as well as not grain-free because everybody doesn't need a grain-free food for their animals. You want to walk down here, we probably have the best selection of dog toys in the area.
Ooh, treats. We just walked by treats.
Oh, you walk by treats. Can't walk by treats.
Oh, my goodness, treats. I love treats.
Yes.
Well, I mean, my dog loves treats. I don't eat the dog treats.
Lots of treats, including we have our own brand of cookies, which I have tried myself, and they're pretty good, especially with a little cup of coffee.
Oh, nice. No, you didn't really.
I have, yeah. These.
Really?
The sweet potato cranberry are quite tasty.
I was kidding, honestly.
No, I was not. No, we've tried lots of our products here. I tend to stick with the ones that don't have meat in them, but
okay.
And these also I've tried, the peanut butter blueberry flavored fruitables. You know, if it's so bad you don't want to feed it or eat it yourself, why are you giving it to your dog? So
well, I guess so.
Yes,
that makes sense.
We've tried a couple of them. Another one of my favorite.
Ooh, toys! We got toys.
We've tried these as well, the Bark Pops. We have a lot of low-calorie treats. These are 4 calories a piece, and they're sweet potato flavored, sweet potato and apple.
For the puppy you love too much, you can put them on a diet and they still get a treat. That's right,
and still give them a lot of treats. Things like sweet potatoes. We've got a lot of freeze-dried. So these are low-calorie treats here. We do have a lot of canned, this is our cat food section. We kind of have one whole corner of cat.
Okay.
A lot of canned food, a lot of different brands.
Great. So Zeeltegoo's been around, you said 14 years.
14 years, yes.
And
now Zeeltegoo, the cat, she only made it our first year. She was already 16 years old.
Okay.
So, and here comes Sal to come help with
Sal.
me.
Wait a minute. I'm not going to make you sick
too
here,
fast,
folks.
but Sal has to come and
hey, Sal.
and show off the cat section.
Wait a minute. We're going to get to Sal here. There we go.
Sal, would you tell them about how many cat toys we have?
Are they Sal approved cat toys?
Many of them are Sal approved.
That's wonderful.
So we have bins and bins. We have 2 sides with little bins of cat toys for even the pickiest cat. And we have a lot of different cat scratchers in stock all along the front here. Again, more bins of toys.
Great. Again, we're at Zeeltegoo's Pet and People store. They are located at
1635 North House Street.
1635 North House Street. So if you get to the, if you're going into Southport, they'll be on your right-hand side, right after Walmart and right before Southport Sushi.
Yes.
So you can bring your pet inside the shop?
Yes, dogs and cats are allowed, but we don't get very many cats. We've had a kangaroo. We've had a caracal cat again before.
A what cat?
A caracal.
What's that?
It's a wild cat.
Oh, really?
Somebody was breeding somewhere locally.
Okay.
Here's Sal.
Oh, look.
Very hard-working cat.
He's our greeter.
Yes, something that we have, which is kind of noisy, so we'll tell you it before we get too close. We have frozen food.
Frozen food, okay.
But it's a very loud freezer. Oh, good, it just turned off just in time. So we have raw frozen, as well as things like bone broth. And this is a biggie, frozen goat milk.
Really?
Cats and dogs like it. It's good for picky dogs. It's great for their digestion. Has turmeric in it, which is also anti-inflammatory. So you can use this as a topper on the dog's food. Let them drink it, or cat. Let them just drink it out of a bowl. Great for puppies.
Okay.
So that's something that we keep. We also keep raw frozen bones. These are one of the longest lasting treats. This will take my dogs. They'll play or work with this 2-3 hours.
Good gracious.
Just non-stop.
That looks like it grilled on the grill.
And there's beef and buffalo bones that we have there. So, and we have raw frozen cat and dog food. So that's just something probably a lot of people haven't even heard of, raw frozen. But we've been doing more and more of it. It's supposed to be like what an animal eats in nature. You know, they eat raw meat. So that's the whole thought process behind that. Our cat Sal, he is on a complete wet diet. We've been recommending all wet food and very little dry for cats. It's just better for their kidneys. Sal, he's giving us some catitude.
Oh, definitely.
Sal is hoping for a ride in a stroller. That's his favorite thing to do. He likes to be driven around in strollers.
Well, Seth says the best staff. Hi, guys. Seth Robbins. He said
Oh.
hello, and you guys got the best staff. And I agree. You guys got a great staff.
Thanks, Seth. We also, a lot of people don't get back in this corner of our store. It's way back, as far from the door as you can get, and we have a lot of beds. Something that a lot of people don't know that we have back here. Beds, bowls, diners, a lot of, over here are like travel bowls, great for going down to the beach.
You just have a lovely store here.
Thank you.
You have a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. A lot of dog bowls and things like that for all different sizes of animals. You know, if you've got a big dog, they recommend giving them a raised diner. We've got several different types of raised diners for dogs.
Really?
Lots of different placemats. You've got a sloppy dog like me that has to pour half of his water on the floor.
Mine drools as she leaves.
Yes, drools and walks the water across the room.
Yeah. Vinyl floors is good for that.
Yes.
Hardwood not so much.
No, exactly. We have hardwood, so I have big trays underneath all my dog's food. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these here, in fact, because look at that, you can spill a whole water bowl into that and catch it.
Ah, there you go.
So yeah, and we've got a lot of, look at all the different placemats that we have. These are fabric placemats if you don't want the plastic ones. My cats aren't quite as messy, so we can get away with fabric placemats for them. We've been having cold evenings, so these are all what they call self-warming beds.
Really?
They've got a, I think it's a NASA polymer inside that reflects your body heat back. So all these different beds are self-warming.
Oh, very nice.
For, you know, older animals that like to be toasty, or
so instead of using you in the bed for a
warmer.
a warmer.
Right. Or like Sal, who's here all night, he needs his own self-warming bed, but there's all different sizes of those as well. We've got soft-sided carriers, including ones that have wheels.
We are at Zeeltegoo's Pet and People Store, and they are located at 1635 North Howell Street in Southport.
All different types of things that we have too. We've got booster seats.
Oh, nice.
A lot of different styles of booster seats and seat covers, so that if you take your dog with you, you don't have to have either scratched up seats or fur on them.
Yeah, you can get the fur balls.
Yeah, more car seats up there. We've got several different strollers in stock right now. And again, if we don't have something, we're able to order a lot of different things that we don't have. Another thing that one of our biggest selling items is flea and tick products.
Okay.
Including a pill called Capstar. That's a 24-hour pill, and it'll kill pretty much 90 to 100% of the fleas on a dog within 24 hours.
Okay.
Great pill. And we've got the generic version, and we've got the the real Capstar. So that's something that a lot of people, you know, if your dog goes to the dog park, picks up a couple of fleas, even if you use Advantage, you can give them a Capstar pill. It'll kill any adult fleas, so you won't bring them home with you.
That's true.
So that's probably one of our #1 selling items is that little Capstar pill.
Nice.
And that's up at the front register.
Okay.
So.
Ray, anything else you'd like to tell us about Zeeltegoo's Pet and People Store here, located at 1635 North Howell Street? That is right there just after Walmart, next to the CIS thrift store. You're all right, Dustin.
Oh yeah, we did talk about toys, and we didn't get over there, so we need to show you
toys.
that we have bins and bins of dog toys.
You can have your pet come and pick out their own toy.
Yes, dogs are invited, and if you need to have harnesses fitted, we can help you with that. If you've got dogs with allergies, we can help you figure out what food might work for you.
And I'm sure there's a wide range of pricing for your toys and things. So
I have starting at $1.99. So we've got $1.99 and up toys. Now those aren't going to be my toughest toys, but what she was just looking at over here with the Kongs, those are tougher toys. There are some toys like the Fluff and Tough that are a tougher soft toy. They've got this mesh fabric inside that makes them harder to rip.
I don't think there's any toy that's like rip-proof.
The toy of the year is unicorns. I have several unicorns.
Really?
That's just the big thing right now are unicorns apparently.
Awesome.
This brand of toys over here, it's called Go Dog. Anything that's by Go Dog, if your dog rips it up, they will replace it once for free.
Really?
Yeah, there aren't a lot of dog companies that do that. So, and they make a lot of different, kind of interesting, the sugar skulls, a lot of different shapes and sizes of toys. And all of their toys will let you get one free replacement, which is kind of a cool idea.
Nice.
So again, these are soft toys, but tougher.
Okay.
We've got a whole bunch of toys that make silly noises. These are all the silly toys. I'm almost afraid to do a couple of them because they're obnoxious.
So, oh my gosh, yeah.
I warned you.
That's great.
But yeah, it's all of these make different quacking noises or have sound boxes in them to make various noises.
Well, Ray, we appreciate coming into the store today at
Zeeltegoo's
Pet and People Store, located at 1635 North Howell Street, going into Southport on the right-hand side and coming out of Southport on the left.
Yes.
And it is definitely worth the drive. So come on out and see them.
Come visit. We'll give you a free treat for your dog if you bring your dog in.
Nice.
And
so bring them on in. How about cats? You want cats in here?
We like having cats in here. Sal doesn't like having cats in here, but all the employees do. Sal's got a little catitude when it comes to other cats, but he likes dogs.
Okay.
He likes when dogs come in.
Nice. So come on out and see them today, and we are going to head into our carpool right now and head on over to Island Bicycles and see what they're up to. So thank you again, Ray.
Thank you for coming to Zeeltegoo's.
And hope everybody will come out and see them soon. Thank you. Ooh, we're going to check out Paul as we leave. Say, hey, Paul.
Hello.
That's a bright shirt you got on there today.
Hippie mode.
Hippie mode. There you go. That's a great logo. Y'all got a great logo.
Take care.
Yeah. What you got? Oh, we got a picture of
That was our grand opening,
Oh
and
my
that is
gosh.
Zeeltegoo the cat in my hands there.
Let me see if I can get close enough for everybody. Oh, what a great cat.
So that was the infamous Zeeltegoo the cat
Wow.
in all her glory.
Good gracious, we all look so young back then.
I know, didn't we?
We're still young, right?
That's right.
And hard.
Well, thank you again. Y'all
Thanks,
have a
Karen.
great day here at Zeeltegoo's.
Thanks a lot, Karen.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, folks, stay with us as we get into our carpool. Let's see who's in here today with us. Of course, if you've seen the schedule, you already know. It is
Nice.
Randy Jones.
Hello, Miss Karen.
Randy is the Director of Tourism for the City of Southport. And let's get in here, get me all suited up here with the thing. Y'all just bear with us.
Get that
our
seatbelt on.
You got that right.
And that's the first thing I made sure of.
I know Mitzi's driving. No.
Hang into that.
That's funny.
Good morning and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Randy. I know you've been, you're a native, aren't you?
I'm a native of Southport.
Yeah. Okay,
born and
everybody, this is what a native looks like.
We are real. We actually exist. And we want to stay here and make this our town.
There you go. Well, Randy, tell me about the City of Southport's Department of Tourism. You're located at?
I'm at Fort Johnston, the Garrison House. We are the visitor center in the Southport Museum. So we are a multifunctional building. We're located at right in the middle of town, right across from the city pier, right behind the Maritime Museum. So you can be a lot of things when you come to visit us and see a lot of things.
Yeah, we have, you know, I have office envy because you have the best view.
I kind of do. I'm on the second floor of the Garrison House, and I get to look out at the river and the Atlantic Ocean and the intercoastal where it all meets. My view is the city pier from my window, so I get to see the ships come in all the time.
That's nice.
And it's kind of hard to get some work done sometimes when you see one of those big container ships come in and you're like in awe and remember what's amazing about our waterfront.
Donna Allen says her too.
Amen.
She's a native of Southport.
She was married to my brother.
Oh, you're kidding.
Hey, Donna.
All right, so I know Southport's got so many great events, and the hurricane came through, and everybody out there. Tell us how everybody's doing in Southport after hurricane.
Well, I would say 2018 was a real challenge weather-wise anyway. We look at, it was a little wet, as they would say. So after the hurricane, all the rain, it was a lot of businesses that had some damage, but I'm really happy to say we're coming back strong. We're all about letting people know that Southport's open for business. Our businesses really been working to let people know that they're open. They're ready for people to come back. People were hit hard by this last year, and they're having to make choices of what they do with their money. And we're really asking them to come keep it in our community, come back to our businesses, and show them that we really support them.
Because it is definitely worth the drive.
Oh, it's definitely worth the drive. It is. And one thing about Southport, you can get in the middle of Southport and walk and spend lots of money.
There you go.
Drive once and see it all.
Now, I know some folks that are not here locally that are watching may be wondering about some of their favorite restaurants down on the waterfront, how they fared, if they're open. Let's talk about that for a second.
Sure, and we did initially after the hurricane have a couple of the restaurants that had damage. American Fish, there was some initial time where there was some damage, and we had ones that were closed. The funny part is they were able to reopen. We were able to get going, and then now we're at the part of the season where they close and get ready for this year. So it's kind of where, oh, you're really not open. Well, we were, but this is the time when we're normally closed, and come March, everybody's going to be back ready to serve you a great bit of Southport food.
That's right. But there's still some great restaurants that are open in Southport, even though they maybe Provisions isn't open right now.
Seasonal.
American Fish, Frying Pan are all seasonal. Fishy Fishy's still open.
Fishy's still open. Port's a Call. Yeah. And then we have
Mr. P's,
the new Oyster Bar, Thai Peppers. We have one thing about Southport and being a foodie town, as I like to say. Yes, we have some great restaurants that are, like you say, fishy. But then we've got like Blue Cow, which has some phenomenal burgers. We've got such a variety. You can go to Moore Street Market and get one of the best sandwiches you could not believe. I know. I see the look on your face.
Their pimento cheese.
Oh, I know. So, and we've got great places. The Cheese House and the Paninis. You've got such a variety to go and check out the food there. So yes, if you leave Southport hungry, that's on you.
There you go. The shops, they're all open and looking for customers.
They are. And again, this is that time of year where it's a little slower, so hours are a little varied, but again, this is that normal thing. It's not as much about, about the storms and everything. This is normal. We're gearing up for the next year. Another thing is people are going to shows to get new merchandise for the upcoming year. So it's all about getting prepared for our new season.
Now, I know there's a lot of events in Southport. I mean, the Chamber holds the U.S. Open King Mackerel Tournament there every October, and that's a huge event. Of course, the North Carolina 4th of July is huge.
I've heard of that.
Just that little festival.
That little festival. That little festival.
But we have so many other events. Spring Festival, there's the Wooden Boat Show.
The Wooden Boat Show. In fact, one of the big branding marketing things I've been doing in the past year is Southport, a festival for all seasons. We really do. As Karen said, we've got the Spring Festival, 4th of July, the Wooden Boat Show, Winterfest. We have a new plein air event that's going to be premiering in September. Just coming up in beginning of February, it's Black History Month. We have a 3-day Black History Symposium at the Community Building, February 8th through the 10th.
Nice.
And that's going to be a real big event. We really are about having these really great festivals all year long. It's
Songwriters
Festival. I mean, we really are trying to have a little bit a nature fest,
which is part of
our brand. We're going on our 3rd year with the Thursday night concerts in the park. They're going to be from May 30th through September 5th, every Thursday night at 6 o'clock in Franklin Square. And we've organized this year that if it rains, there will be 3 p.m. in Keziah Park on Sundays.
Okay.
So we're getting that all organized. I've been working on booking the bands, and it's going to be a great variety this year. So I'm excited. Again, Thursdays in the park at Franklin Square.
Again, we're here in the carpool with Randy Jones, Director of Tourism for the City of Southport, just to remind you who he is. So.
Well, thank you, Karen.
You know, Southport, it's also a great town, not only for foodies and shopping, but music. I mean, there's a lot of musicians.
There's a lot of musicians. And going back to the music in the park, there are a lot of local musicians we use for that, because we're going within our community to give them an opportunity to showcase, because we do our restaurants showcase the musicians. We've got great stores that involve our musicians. So I really do think we've got a lot of talent in this community.
That's great. Well, the Visitor Center is located on the waterfront, like you were talking about, right across from the City Pier at Fort Johnston.
203 East Bay. 203
East Bay Street. And tell us what can people expect when they go into Visitor Center?
Well, first of all, I have the best group of volunteers at my Visitor Center. They're going to be right there to welcome you and kind of help you, direct you if you have any questions specifically on Southport. We have a great amount of information of what's going on in the area, from our restaurants, hotels, the basic things you'd find in a visitor center. And then, as I say, it leads into the Southport Museum, which really gives you a bit of our Southport history. We have a phenomenal movie room that showcases the movies that have been filmed in the area. But I would say the best thing you can expect is what truly is our Southport hospitality. It's our volunteers that I have there that really are our best ambassadors and really show you what Southport's about.
Right. So go see Randy at the Southport Visitor Center and Fort Johnston Museum, and it's located at
203 East Bay.
203 East Bay, and walk around Southport, do a little shopping, have some lunch, have some dinner, listen to some great music, and just enjoy being in Southport.
Excellent advice, Karen. And thank you for the opportunity today to be part of this carpool. And I'm really excited to see that we're showcasing our businesses and showing that a little problem like a bridge isn't going to keep us from supporting them and showing them that they're part of our community.
Yeah. Thank you, Randy. We appreciate everything that you do in your department there at the City of Southport, and everything that Southport does as well.
Well, thank you, and right back at you to the chamber. We couldn't do it without you.
We are going to wrap up this segment of the carpool, and then we'll come right back as we go into Island Bicycles. So please rejoin us as we come back in, as we walk into Island Bicycles. So please rejoin us. Thank you. Thank you, Randy.
Thank you.